Hey, what's going on, my ducks? It's Trent, aka TradeMark here, and I started making this video a few days ago, and then I got my copy of Black Ops 2 in the mail. And when you get an early copy of Black Ops 2, you don't have much motivation to create a video about Modern Warfare 3. But I know a lot of you guys watched the 6v6 against Woody, and so I figured I would post up this video because I did get, not from my subscribers, but on a lot of forums and a lot of places, I got a lot of hate from people, saying that I thought I was better than pro players, and so I just want to clear a few things up. And so I haven't really put that much into this, but I'll just go ahead and play it now. So thanks, guys. So yesterday was our 6v6 against OpTic, and if you didn't see it, I'll link it somewhere around here, or maybe I'll just post the gameplays. One of the gameplays will be playing in the background, and the match kind of turned into this pub stars versus pro player thing. And a lot of people thought that we played to kind of show that we were better than pro players, which isn't really that wasn't our intention at all. Initially, it started as something completely different with wings and turned into this, but you can go watch the video I did on Monday. I've always said that we were outmatched. They're the best players in the world for MW3, and I said we were the underdogs in any settings on any map. And so I think a lot of people misconstrued exactly what we were doing in this whole match. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, in a competitive setting, pro players are just better than pub players when it comes down to a competitive setting. Because, I mean, just even the way that they practice, it just inherently makes them better. Like, pro players, they practice and scrim against players of similar skill. Organized teams that are relatively similar skill level as themselves. And because of that, just as they play, just as they practice, they inherently get better at the game because they have to learn and they have to adapt and they have to react to how other good players are playing the game. Now, pub stars, on the other hand, pub players like ourselves, 99% of the matches that we go into practice, so to speak, quote unquote. I mean, practice. We just play video games. It's something we do for fun. It's a hobby. But this quote unquote practice, 99% of the games we get into, we're matched up against players that are inferior to us, right? And there's only so much that you can learn by repeatedly destroying players that are worse than you. So, for what it's worth, I think we did pretty good last night. We lost horribly on their settings, on MLG settings, CTF Dome, and then we won twice on our settings, hard hat domination for pub settings, and then we tied the first side of sabotage on kind of mixed settings, and then we lost the final round. So, I mean, I think especially the domination, I think, was unexpected, but I also think that the sabotage, even just tying them in the first round there when it was neutral settings, I think that was unexpected as well.
With TradeMark, that was the gayest strategy I've ever seen. All you guys did was C4 and tactical inserts on the whole game.
Well, I mean, yes and no, right? Like, clearly, the strategy that we used was not one that OpTic had practiced against. But I want to clear something up, because Woody made it sound like we had been practicing this specific hard hat domination strategy for weeks. When in actuality, we didn't even have a strategy up until a few days ago when we scrimmed against the ill-fated clan. And if you guys don't know who they are, they're like the most winningest clan in all of COD Elite. And when we scrimmed against us, they destroyed us using this strategy. I think they won, the first few times we played them, they won by over 80 points, 90 points, even more. So, they just destroyed us. And we adopted that strategy because, I mean, it was within pub settings, and it's something that's really difficult to adapt to. So, we won the first round on domination on hard hat. And then the pros wanted to switch sides, and I don't know why some of our players had an issue with this. I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to still play both sides. And they even utilized our class setups. They tried to mimic the exact same strategy as us, and we still won on the second side when they had the better spawn. You know, we played to win, and we used the strategy that we felt gave us the best opportunity to win. After we actually played OpTic, I listened to part of PKA, and even though I disagree with a lot of what Wings of Redemption has to say sometimes, as most of you know, I actually did really agree with what he had to say about Black Ops 2 League play, in that Treyarch really needs to balance the game if they want an enjoyable 6v6 public league play experience. Like, they're going to have to. Because if Treyarch doesn't balance the pick 10 system, you're going to see a lot of games play out exactly how we played that match. It's going to be tactical insertions to control an important area of the map with explosive spam on the points and aggressive rushing into, you know, different areas, a massive kind of force, if you will, of tactical insertions moving forward. And that's how you're going to see games play out. And I don't like when you're pigeonholed into playing a certain way. I really hope that they balance league play enough that there are a number of viable strategies or a number of viable class setups that you can use in order to be successful, and that's going to require good gun balance and good perk balance. Pretty much the entire pick 10 class system needs to be balanced in order to see a variety of gameplay and style.
Variety my ass. You guys are the fucking worst players in all of Modern Warfare 3. This is why I broke my disc on the very first week the game came out.
Okay, so first off, we were playing the best MW3 players in the world. You know, they practiced together hundreds, if not thousands of times. And I know some of the players don't always play on the OpTic competitive team, but still, they're used to a competitive setting. They're used to having call-outs. They're used to communicating with each other. Their teamwork is just more in sync. So you compare that to our team, which was just organized a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, we have played together. We've only practiced together less than 5 times. And even the members of the WickedElite, we don't really play together that often. You know, I would say a few dozen times, maybe with Pone and Wicked Shrapnel. But that's, you know, compared to how many matches these other guys have been playing together, they're just a very cohesive unit versus a very newly established squad. Secondly, it's not that difficult to be an internet badass and talk shit over a YouTube comment, right? I mean, if you guys really think we are terrible, this is what I want you to do. I want you to create a video log facing the camera, just like I am. And don't give me this bull crap about you don't have a camera. It's 2012. If you own a game console, you have access to some kind of phone or laptop that has a video camera. You sit down and you call me out for being a bad player, and I guarantee you that I will assemble a team of 6 that will knock your shit in so hard that you'll taste your very own testicles. And we can play with or without tacticals and C4s, and we can agree upon a rule set. But I mean, unless you're a professional team or some really organized clan like Ill-Fated, you know, I doubt that will even happen, right? I mean, most of these internet hardasses are afraid to even post a picture of themselves, let alone create a video. Yeah, but anyways, back to the point. I'm really proud of how well we stood up against them, you know. I think personally I could have done better. Until just recently, I haven't been playing MW3. I hadn't played for months before that. And I also stayed up all night creating my Connect videos, so I was working off of like 3 hours of sleep. And for some reason, I thought it was going to be a good idea to drink a bunch of caffeine right before a match, because I thought it was going to make me more aware. And I mean, it kind of did. Like, I think my mind was more aware, but my body was just like, my hands were just like shaking. My body was just like tweaking out, and it was a bad situation. But I mean, a lot of that was nerves as well, you know, to be playing in front of such a large audience. So Once the game started and I kind of got into a rhythm, I was less shaky. But I mean, when I look at things overall, like the pros were talking about dropping Moabs on us during the domination match, before the domination match, and clearly they underestimated us a lot, because those final 2 matches, the one that wasn't their MLG game type, I think we did really well. We won twice and then tied them once on Sabo, and I don't think they expected that at all. I think they just expected to roll over us as much as they did on the first game type. And in the end, the team with the superior communication and skill and experience in a competitive setting won. And that's pretty much how we figured it was going to play out anyways. And I think what we do as pub stars is just dynamically different from what professional players do. Like, they're good at what they do and we're good at what we do. They're good at playing 4v4 in a competitive setting with restrictions on the game, to try and enable kind of a more gun-on-gun experience. While if you matched up MLG rules 4v4, OpTic is going to win pretty much anyone in the world in a setting like that. Whereas if you are doing a lone wolf operation where it's random lobbies, going in solo and trying to rack up the most kills in 3 hours, almost the WickedElite is going to win almost anyone in the world. I mean, that's what we're founded on, is lone wolf operation champions, and there's only a handful of players that have actually there's only a handful of players that have actually broken the 1,000 kill barrier and have been able to get over 1,000 kills in 3 hours playing solo on free-for-all or TDM, and the majority of those players exist within the WickedElite. At least for Xbox 360. I don't know about PS3. I'm sure they have their own set of super beasts over there. So anyways, I just wanted to create this video real quick to kind of clear the air and make sure people understand that I don't think I'm better than the OpTic players or anything like that. And I'm actually extremely grateful to Woody and to Jay Nasty for putting me on the team, and Wicked, and just everyone that's helped me out, and most especially Wings for just talking so damn much that I ended up getting involved in this whole thing in the first place. But yeah, I had a blast. It was really a lot of fun, and actually OpTic even said that they would be down to do another scrim in Black Ops 2 in a few weeks. So if they're still up for that, we would love to play them in that. I think it would be a blast, because it's a time when people are actually excited about the game, and we're all just getting used to it and playing it. So anyways, guys, malo, Alpito, I'm out of here.